Okay, so we have created this donut, beautiful donut. If you go to this material preview mode, we can see we have created this donut, beautiful donut. Okay, and if you want, you can just render this image and use this for anything you want, or you can go further by making this donut move. That means animating this donut. So how to do that? First of all, let's see, even if you just render this image, here's the thing. You have this little small things here, which you don't want. So if you don't want these to appear in your render, just go here. We have the sprinkles collection. If you click on this eye icon, it disappears. It disappears. Sorry, it disappears from the viewport. I mean, the screen you're looking at right now. That's the viewport. It disappears from the viewport, but still shows up when you render the image. So, if you don't want it on viewport, you just click on this eye. Plus, if you don't want it on render, also just click on this camera icon. Okay, now if you go to render image, it will take some time. Now you don't have anything here. Okay, the image is rendered. So this is what you get. This is the result, the final result of the donut you have just made. Once you're happy, you can just go open image and save it. Okay, and yeah, that's all. But if you want to animate this donut, let's go ahead. To make sure we don't just I mean the work uh, the donut animates smoothly. We want to make sure first we go to solid mode. We work in solid mode, so it won't take much memory from the computer to animate. So first of all, you can just decide your angle. Okay, this is the angle I need, and with this angle, if you press Ctrl Alt and number pad 0, or if you don't know the shortcut key, or if you don't want to learn the shortcut key, you can go to View, Align View, Align Active Camera to View. If you do that, now it's the camera view. Okay, the view from the camera has moved from another angle to this angle. Okay, if you now render, you will see that the donut is shot or clicked from this angle. Okay, so what we can now do is the angle is okay, but we need to zoom out a little bit. You can just zoom out and again press Ctrl Alt 0, but another thing you can do is if you see this arrow and if you just drag it, you can see these options. Go to View and you have this View Lock. Open this and check this camera to view. Okay. Now if you move, wherever you move, it is the camera view is fixed or locked. So I want this view. Okay, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can animate, basically different ways of animating. Basically two ways, okay? So first way, or the very common way, is you can first go to this part here. When the cursor or the mouse turns to this, something like this, just click and drag. Now this is the timeline to animate. So right now we have 250 frames, and if you go to here, sorry, here, this thing, output properties, you can see frame rate. It's a frame rate is 24 frame per second, which is kind of standard rate for animation. So I'll just keep it as it is. If you want, just you can change it. For now, it's okay. It's okay for me. So once you see this timeline, what you can do is right now it's on frame 1. So bring your mouse on this viewport and then press I, which is to insert keyframe. So basically keyframe is a point on a certain keyframe. Sorry, what is a certain point where certain point on a certain frame. Okay, I mean to say on a certain frame you want to make a change to any object you want to animate. So that becomes the keyframe. So insert keyframe and let's say location. You can choose location, rotation, scale, whatever you want. If I choose location, now I can change the location of the donut, but I haven't chosen the donut so choose the donut, and if I insert keyframe by pressing I, click location, and now you can see that there's kind of dot here. Okay, kind of orange dot. That's the keyframe. Now I come to frame 50 and I move this donut here and then press I and again click location. Now if I go from frame 1 to frame 50, donut moves. You can also go back and press this, click this play animation button, play button, okay? So it shows it's moving. That's the very common way and popular way of animating anything, not just donut. Whatever is animated in like cartoon, 3D, whatever, keyframe is the very common thing, common technique. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a very simple way to animate. So what I'm gonna do is add curve, okay? Curve, and this is going to be circle. Okay, have circle. For now, for a while, let's do this view. Uncheck the camera to view. I want to work on it, so click on the circle. And oh, sorry about that. I'm gonna resize the circle. Okay. Now we have this circle, and what we can do is we can link this donut to the circle. But before that, we have to link all these all these parts of the donut, so that the whole donut moves. Okay, not just the donut, but icing, the sprinkles, and all that. Okay, so to do that, first of all, we have different parts here. The first one is donut, and then the icing with the sprinkles, and another part here are these small balls, different balls. Okay, so what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to click on this icing, and after that, hold shift and select the donut. Now press Ctrl L, and we have this sorry, it's not Ctrl L, it's P, Ctrl P. Set parent to object. Okay, now the donut which we selected the last, okay, is the parent of this icing or the sprinkles. And again, choose these small balls, holding the shift key, and holding the shift key at last select the icing. Now again, press Control P, and choose object. Now the sprinkle or the icing is the parent of these small balls. Okay, now if I click donut and move, the whole donut moves. I don't need to do anything. Okay, so once we have linked all of them together, now we can move the whole donut. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to first grab this donut and move this on x-axis, or maybe y-axis again, around here. Now click on donut, and holding the shift key, I'm gonna click on this curve or circle. Now Control L to link, and I'm gonna choose first thing, am I doing something wrong? I did something wrong. Hold on, let me check. It's not animation. What I'm doing? Parent. Is it parent? Yeah, it's parent. Sorry, it's not link, but parent. Press Control P, or go to parent through object, parent, and we're gonna choose follow path. Okay, follow path. Now what it does is the donut follows the path of this circle. Now, if you play this thing here, okay, look at this. I'm gonna show you by zooming in. Okay, so this moves like this. Okay, and it can, like, it keeps repeating. So the thing here is it is moving in a circle. Okay, now if you go to this material preview mode and play this thing here, it looks like this. And what you can do is here, the Bezier circle, which is the curve, you can just turn it off on both viewport and render. And now the only donut is there on animation. Okay, there's no line, the curve, or the circle. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna do this and then Control Alt number pad 0, and now I'm gonna choose this camera to view, and I'm gonna set this here. If I play here, it looks like this. But it's gonna cut the view here. So I'm gonna do this, and again, let's see. Okay, now it's better. Okay, so this is the animation we are getting. And if you want to make it loop perfectly when you upload your video, what you can do is first we can go to this number 1, and we can see at this point, this location here, donut is here, so choose a frame where it comes back. It's 100, I guess. Yeah, it's around 100. So what you can do is here you have end here, okay? So instead of 250, maybe you can do 200, which is like double rotation. 100, the double of 100 is 200, right? So if you play here, now we have 200 frames, and if you play the animation, it plays in a loop, okay? It's kind of perfect loop, but let me see. When it stops at 200, it kind of, yeah, it stops. Instead of that, we're gonna have 199. Okay, now I guess that's gonna work. It's gonna look like it's looping. Okay, let me see. After 199, kind of similar. Okay, anyway, that's what we get. I think we can do 200 here. And this is the camera view, and if you go to render and render animation, you're gonna see the result. But right now I'm not gonna do that because the render is going to take a lot of time. But what I wanted to do was I was just trying to give you idea about how to animate the donut in a very simple way. As you can see, sorry, as you can see, you can just animate this donut like this. If you go to render view here, you can see like this, okay? And if you're not happy with the lighting here, you can just adjust the lighting. I think the lighting is too strong here. What you can do is select the lamp here, and if you go here, light, You have this power 150, you can choose, you change it to 100. Okay, now this is not too bright. Okay, or maybe 50, maybe even better, right? Or you can now change the angle of the lamp by grabbing it and just moving it a little bit. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so this is how we animate the donut in a very simple way. Okay. So I hope you liked this video so far. We'll see in the next video where we will do more animation. I hope so. I hope I'll be able to make some more animation for you. And yeah, till then, take care.